this government was still able to get thousands of bags of fertilizer to our farmers, working with Minister Green. And when the pandemic locked down the whole world, this government was still able to secure medicine and equipment to save lives, working with Dr. Tufton. And after Beryl, this government provided building grants and material so people could put their lives back together again, working with Minister Charles Jr. These good works were all supported with foreign affairs partnerships under the Jamaica Labour Party. Partnerships are fully active, fully strong.
You know, sister, when you pray, it's like ocean, yeah. When you're there, the dance, you saw no the explosion, and we make it come.
Longer term, my family, our friends are working with us because they believe in the vision of this Andrew Holness-led administration. And let me give you one example. Our friends see that we are investing more money in national security than ever before, and that under Minister Horace Chang, our plans and strategies are working to bring crime down across the country. So they say, all right, since you're a serious government, since you know what you're doing, we're going to give you our strength. And they're supporting us now with more equipment, more vehicles, more training, and more funding to help us do more for you. Family, this government is using every lawful tool available to bring crime down, to make Jamaica safer for everyone. And that includes our international partners. So yes, family, under the Jamaica Labour Party, partnerships and long-term support is fully active. So all them a talk, you must know the facts. My Jamaican friends and family, Jamaica is an international inspiration. They keep asking our Prime Minister how you do it, how you pay down the debt, how you manage to create so much programs for young people, how you raise minimum wage so much, how you raise public sector wages so much when other countries are cutting public sector jobs. All over, our Prime Minister is well respected and is asked to share what we have done here. And I want to just tell you two issues, because I want you to have the facts and I want you to draw for your pen and your paper. Because the Secretary General of the United Nations and other world leaders have asked our Prime Minister to lead on climate change, on climate financing, on financing for COVID, on financing for development, on future generations, on SDGs, on oceans, you name it. Our Prime Minister can show what we have done. And I want to remind you that he is the only Jamaican Prime Minister, in fact, the only one in the Caribbean who has been invited to attend the summits of the G20, the G7, and the BRICS. So all them are talk. No matter how much misinformation and lies the PNP wants to tell, Prime Minister Holness and this Labour Party administration are well trusted and valued partners across the world. Yes, family, trust and value under the Labour Party is fully active. My family, you know I pick up our diaspora every time. And this government is delivering real partnerships and creating real value with Jamaicans overseas. We created a new global council and a global youth council with Minister Terry Long, pulling people together. And you know, we started a program where everybody can sponsor a health clinic in a community in Jamaica. 70% of the sponsors are from the diaspora. So while the PNP is busy trying to divide the diaspora and to bring down Jamaica in the eyes of people in foreign, this government is pulling people together to work for the benefit of Jamaica. And they are with us because they know our heart is clean. Yes, Jamaica, our diaspora partnerships are fully clean and fully strong.
If you know your heart clean like a whistle, clean.
Yes, labor rights, and our wider Jamaican family watching and listening. Jamaica really cannot afford to go back to the reckless, irresponsible management under the PNP. The shelling down and enough talking and the chest beating that gets nothing done. So we need you to listen to the facts. We need you to share them with your neighbor. We need you to tell them why and tell them that you are voting Labour. So listen good. What Jamaica is better off with the Jamaica Labour Party. We deliver more international partnerships, more local partnerships, more jobs, more house, more training, more technology, more crime fighting, more buses, more roads, more water, more pay, more pension, better care, better social services. This Jamaica Labour Party government is active and strong and building a better Jamaica. So with your support, we will deliver more in the third term, show our labor rights, bless my Jamaica family, and may God continue to bless Jamaica, land we love.
Me love Jamaica, me not sell out. Them try clip we wings, somehow we can't fly out. But when we there, yeah, nothing like
labor rights. Woman like sand on the seashore. Let's welcome Member of Parliament, Carencia. Let me hear you real.
Me have money in my pocket, so I feel nice. No borrow girl clothes in a real life. Now sponge for a boy where you feel like. Can buy something drink if you feel like. Nobody worry about me, call me alright. Me just a wine and a glass cause it dance nice. You a free up my style like your eyesight. It's like me a
Labor rights!
JLP.
It is an honor for me to address Conference 2024 as the Member of Parliament from Northeastern St. Catherine. Labor rights, we as a government stand on a strong record of performance. Ours is a record that boasts one of the greatest access for our young people through skills training, employment, and opportunities. This government, led by our party leader, Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Michael Holness, made one of the greatest investments in youth development, labor rights. When we talk about the HEART program, we are talking about empowering young people. We are talking about enabling young people to live their best lives, to reach and achieve labor rights. For those who don't know or claim not to know, or those who may want to distort the truth, it is this government that is making skills training affordable and accessible for all Jamaicans. When we removed the enrollment fees at HEART, thereby providing skills training free of cost. And we can include the additional meal and subsidy. And they want to deceive us by leading us to believe, telling our young people that not Nagwan. In addition to hard training, this government has instituted the LIFT program, where hundreds of these students benefit from $85,000 per month in subsidy. This government instituted the Sixth Form Pathway program, which enables students to complete a robust secondary school experience. This JLP-led administration achieved another milestone when we removed the cumbersome requirement of a guarantor for student loan so that poor people picnic can access higher education. Labor rights, in recognition and support for the numerous students who are achieving excellence, we are proud to showcase the JLP scholarship, the STEM scholarship, the Garvey scholarship, bursaries through the Ministry of Education and the CDF. And on that note, when we talk about the CDF, it was so heartening when one of the recipients said to me, Member of Parliament, you don't know what this assistance means to me. This has created a bridge connecting me to my career, and that's what this Jamaica Labour Party does. We connect people to their dreams and to their aspirations. Labor rights. So then tell us nothing now go on.
while them quietly go back at you and sign up and take away benefit them. Labor rights? Labor rights? When it comes to youths, the other party is all talk. Keep at them. Labor rights.
Labor rights. With the friend things we not threaten people and not telling them.
Labor rights. This party, we not in at the cappings, and that is why youth and unemployment has fallen from approximately 24% when we took office in 2016 to 14% today. Labor rights, fully active conference. Unemployment overall is an unprecedented 4.2%. This is a government that is also inclusive of youths in the national agenda. And we can say, when we consider all that the Labour Party has achieved, we can say to the other side, do this and beat way. Put us to the test. Match both political parties on governance and achievements. Them could have never. And we can say to them, we are not going to allow you to clone Jamaica. If they want somebody to clone, or if they want to play clone, we heard that the Suarez brothers are now in Jamaica. So we encourage them to go and sign up and leave governance to a serious and fully active Jamaica Labour Party. Labour rights. They had the opportunity to move Jamaica forward. And what did they do? What did they give to us? One piece of pasta.
JLP cares for Jamaica. Come on. Yeah.
So labor rights, we can say to them, we are not the same. This government had the discipline and the courage to stay the course, where today investors are banging on our doors. Labor rights. In closing, we can proudly say that this administration is moving forward. The other party is a destructive force. Ask the victims of FinSac, whose lives they ruined by this evil and diabolical scheme. But Senator Aubin Hill, where FinSac destroyed many lives, this government is building lives. Them broke we down, but we build the lives of people. Labor rights, the Jamaica Labour Party, our government is a force for good. We align people with their purpose, and that is why we can say we will continue to go forward into the third term. And we are proud to say JLP ever, PMP never. We have been tried, tested, and proven, and we can confidently go back to the people on a strong record of performance. I close with Isaiah 59 verses 13, verses 19. When the enemy comes in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against them. The work that we have done as a party is a standard against the People's National Party. We have put in the work. We are backed by the proud legacy of Sir Alexander Bustamante, Hugh Lawson Shearer, Edward Philip George Siaga, Bruce Golding, and our party leader and Prime Minister, Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness. Labor rights! Wherever you are in the world, take up your bell, raise your bell, ring your bell, labor rights. We have the stronger party, the stronger team, that stronger leader, that stronger performance. Shower
Straight from your heart, vote for the best. Go to a future of prosperity. Jamaica, Jamaica, Jamaica. All the youth them 18 and over. Middle age and all of the elders. Come on and vote for a Justina and do Holness our Prime Minister.
Labor rights, I want to tell you, you're going to see a lot and hear a lot more about her. There is a role for strong, powerful women in the Jamaica Labour Party. Coming out of the East, Minister, Science, Technology, Transport, Mr. Portland, Darrell, Voss.
When I've been through hills and valleys, I survive out of the old gangster alley. No gunshot, no missing. And it's over there. You get your
Yes, and prosperity start.
Labor rights. Let me hear you again. I stand here as a proud Jamaican and a proud member of the Jamaica Labour Party to deliver a very clear and concise message to conference and all Jamaica. As my wife said in 2019, action and beautiful speaking can run government. Beautiful speaking can run government. Beautiful speaking and propaganda can run government. This government has consistently delivered for the people of Jamaica, for the poor and vulnerable, the indigent, the less fortunate, for the elderly and for the overtaxed. We have consistently shown that the Jamaica Labour Party is a party of plans and not propaganda and misinformation. The only focus for me here today is the business of the people of Jamaica. And I can tell you today, the Jamaica Party looks active.
dirty mind want see me drop dead. Iniquity want see me drop dead. Them no like me no like them. Hope you walk a left judge children.
Our party has been in government since 2016. And what is undeniable and unchallengeable is that this government is taking less from the people and giving more with no new taxes. Performance over propaganda every time. We reduce GCT. Increase the income tax threshold twice. Abolish enough taxes that the PNP put on. Again, I say performance over propaganda every time. This government lowered bus fares, increased the customs duty limits by 100% for Jamaicans returning home from overseas travel. Performance over propaganda every time. We are taxing you less. No new taxes on the back of Jamaican people in 9 years. This is unprecedented and has never happened under any previous PNP government. Performance over propaganda every time. We are purchasing more buses than ever before. We did 70 in 2023. We purchased 100 earlier this year, and we have another 100 coming by July next year to ease the burden of the commuters. We have a school bus, rural school bus, for all of these kids and children who are walking miles and miles and miles to get transportation to go to school and come home. I am sure the PM will speak more to that. Not to mention the $500 million that we have spent to buy more fire trucks, fire boats for your safety. We have spent $8 billion to provide more police cars. We have repaired more police stations than any other government in the history of Jamaica. The JLP government has been doing more and more, but we are taxing you less and less. Performance over propaganda and bad mind. Burn bad mind. The Jamaica Labour Party and all Jamaica knows one thing about Darrell Bars. Me no frighten easy.
We no frighten so easy.
Me no frighten easy.
And when you go,
but what I can say to you today, the thought of the return of a PNP government make me tremble, because they have no clue as to what to do, and they will overturn all the good that we have done in 2 years maximum. Performance over propaganda every time. Burn out bad mind. Less than 1 year to a general election, and the opposition in the 8 years has not defined one policy. They have not said that we are doing something wrong and they have a better alternative. Because we have the right policies, all they do is propaganda and misinformation. Performance over propaganda. Burn out bad mind every time. The bad mind PNP plans to burn you with more taxes as they did before. And you know what they did to this economy between the 18 years and the 4 years that they served in recent times. Just compare the track record of this government and any PNP government. 8 years of no new taxes. Performance over propaganda. Burn out bad mind. My ministry has given over 10,000 laptops and devices to thousands of students and teachers in collaboration with the Ministry of Education. Billions of dollars on new road infrastructure, the largest in Jamaica's history, allocated to path. We have also seen the improvement in so many other infrastructure and social services. So, conference and Jamaica watching, the question that we want to ask is very simple. Who is better to continue the work to make the people's lives better? One person, Andrew Michael Holness and his cabinet. I want to ask you a question. The PNP signed the GPS agreement in 2016 before they leave office. And when Beryl strike, Beryl never asked who is PNP and who is Labour and which roof will blow off. And this minister and this government stand up to GPS and make sure that the people are protected and will forever be protected.
JLP cares for Jamaica. Come on, come on, come on, come on, yeah.
Yet still them say, they love the poor and they love the people. Beautiful speaking can't run government. They have said nothing to you or to Jamaica as to what they would do differently. All they do is tear down Andrew Michael Holness, tear down Darrell Vaz, tear down everybody in Labour Party. But I have one thing to tell them and one thing to tell you. This is a message to my Prime Minister. Take your inspiration and your strength from me, because what they have tried to do to me in politics is unprecedented, and I stand here today stronger than ever.
I'm on the rush them like a pit bull. Make the dog knock them like a run.
I see the chairman, but I want to ask for 2 more minutes. I want to ask my cabinet colleagues to stand. All of my cabinet colleagues to stand. And I want to ask Conference on Jamaica, look at the shadow cabinet and look at this cabinet and tell me which one is more competent to lead Jamaica after 2025. I want to ask my colleague members of parliament, all of them to stand up. Again, I want you to look at the candidates that the PNP are fielding and the existing members of parliament in the House of Parliament, and tell me which is better suited to run Jamaica for the next 5 years.
It's a war for them keep up. Me a go hard and me song them a creep up. For real reality we dream but don't go get there.
As I come down, I could never ever come off without speaking about Portland. I hear all kind of rumors and other things in Portland that them are going to broke the vase. The only vase I see broken in politics is not Anne-Marie Vaz and not Darrell Vaz. It's Dwayne Vaz in a 2020 when we beam a backside in. You know I don't put my mouth around and talk. Everybody know that about Darrell Vaz. I have one thing to say to Conference to Jamaica and to my Prime Minister and colleagues. Them talk about Vazism and what Vazism mean. Portland is Vazland. Argument done. I live by 3 phases. Who God bless, no man curse. Bad mind can never prosper. Jamaica made the right choice. Andrew Holness is the best Prime Minister in the history of Jamaica. And that's why them a fight him with one bad mind. My support as a parliamentarian, as a Jamaican, as a father, as a grandfather, I want to see Jamaica get 5 more years so that I know that my children and my grandchildren can live in this country and enjoy the country as I did. God bless you. Shower, 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 shower.
Them bad mind and things that we don't know. Them bad mind and things that we don't know. Them bad mind and things that we don't know. Them bad mind. From you no corrupt and your conscience free. Hallelujah.
You just heard from Mr. Portland. Again, those of you who are proceeding to come to the national arena, I want to advise you again that there is no room for anybody else inside the national arena. Get up, turn up on the foot, and show them. labor rights. Let's welcome now one of the hardest working Minister of Health in Jamaica, Dr. Chris Tufton.
In the year 2015, public health in Jamaica was in a deep, dark hole, was in crisis under the People's National Party. It was so bad that one young doctor, speaking on behalf of other doctors, made a big speech carried all over the media. Him say it is so bad that doctors have to use scandal bag to make scandal apron to perform surgery in the public health system under the PNP in 2015. I don't mean say so. I him say so. In 2016, the Jamaica Labour Party took office, and we saw the challenges in public health. And we set out to fix it. We exchanged the scandal apron for a shopping bag, and we decided to go shopping to upgrade the health infrastructure in this country. And as Edward Seaga the Great would say, it takes cash to care. This government has moved the health budget from $60 billion in 2016 to $140 billion in 2023. You would ask the Jamaican people, what have we gotten so far for this increase in budget? Well, for the first time in history, under this JLP administration, 6 hospitals across the country are undergoing substantial renovation through construction. Spanish Town Hospital, Cornwall Regional Hospital, after years of neglect, is now being rebuilt as a new hospital. Western Child and Adolescent Hospital, in support by the Chinese government, is a brand new hospital. University Hospital of the West Indies and St. Anne's Bay and Maypen Hospital being built by Labour for the first time, the biggest construction project ever in the rebuilding of our health infrastructure, over $250 million worth of building. But you may ask the question, what does that mean for the average patient in a hospital? What does that mean for the staff, the surgeons in the hospital? Well, let me just give you a little example. What that will mean is that we will have some 30 brand new operating theaters between all those hospitals with all new equipment. It will mean over 500 new beds for patients who are waiting and can't get a bed added to the stock of beds in the public health system. It will mean all new equipment, MRI machines, X-rays, CT scans, and a more spacious environment for the patients and staff working in public health. We are building back stronger, active and strong under the Labour Party, based on where we are coming from back in 2015. But we're not stopping there. Because again, for the first time in history, in this country under the Jamaica Labour Party, public health is going digital. $15 million spent so far. And if you don't believe me, go to Maypen Hospital, go to Spanish Town Hospital. Patient turn up for registration. They are registered on computer. Information move from registration area to doctor's office on the computer. And a patient has to be admitted into a ward, their personal data is transmitted to the ward space. What does this mean? It means easier access to records. It means that your file now going to last again because you have to go look for it in a filing room. It means better management of patients and also quicker analysis by the doctors. Building on the labor, active and strong, digitization of health records, which is going to continue under this Jamaica Labour Party. But I go further, because we have to compare in order to move forward with the plan that we have. In 2015, less than 1 million Jamaicans, or should I say 1 million prescriptions were written under the National Health Fund to give Jamaicans free medication or subsidized medication. Last year, 3 million prescriptions were written for Jamaicans right across the length and breadth of this country so they can access free or subsidized Medicare under a stronger national health fund. In fact, we have added 8 additional categories of illness, including treatment for cancers, which is very expensive, and 2 areas for diagnostic tests that have been subsidized under this Jamaica Labour Party. The National Health Fund is stronger than ever and certainly continuing to be strong to respond to the sick profile of our population. We're building, but we're not just focused on hospitals. We focus also on our community health center. Under this Andrew Holness government, we have put more money in upgrading and building out our community health centers than any other government in recent history. In fact, if you ask Farmer Joe, who live in Malvern, how it feels to go to the Malvern Health Center, or Miss Nicey down in Catherine Hall, West Central, St. James, how it feels to go to the Catherine Hall Health Center, they will tell you that right now, unlike in the past, we walk into an AC area. We have nice chairs to sit on. The doctor's quarters have been improved. The staff have kitchen to relax with microwave and refrigerator. We are upgrading our primary healthcare institutions like never before in order to encourage community healthcare. We're building out active and strong under the Jamaica Labour Party. And so the Jamaica Labour Party is the right choice at this time. Because when we compare 2015 to today, we are well ahead and Jamaicans are better off. You know, if your son drop out of a mango tree and him having permanent teeth and him unfortunate enough to lose them, he can go to one of 75 dental health clinics in the public health system, measure up them teeth and get artificial teeth or dentures free of cost under the Jamaica Labour Party. We look out for the average Jamaican. And if you are unfortunate enough to lose a leg because of diabetes or some other form of illness, we have the New Limb, New Life, where you can register with the Disabilities Association and get a prosthetic leg so you can move around again. So labor rights, that is what we represent. Tangible, real impact. And so when they ask you, what have we done as a party in public health? First of all, we have inherited a crisis and we're building back stronger, active and strong. Now I am prepared to say, and I want you to listen to me carefully, that all is still not where it ought to be. I am in the trenches. I have seen the concerns. I face the music every day on behalf of this government and listen to the people. But if you compare 2015 with today, there is no doubt that public health is better off today than before under this Jamaica Labour Party. So I say to you, when they come and talk and they claim to have a plan, we want to know what that plan is because we are executing a plan. Things will get better. They are already better. And so I asked them the same question that them posed to us. How could we want to, as Jamaicans, go back to the days of 2015 with scandal bag making, scandal aprons? What can go so, Mr. Guy, what can go so? What can go so? No, Mr. Guy, Mr. Guy, can go so? What can go so? No, Mr. Guy, Mr. Guy. I close by saying the following. Health is a partnership. It requires all of us. It requires you, the Jamaican people. It requires us as government and cabinet, members of parliament, leaders, our international partners. And we want to proceed in this manner. I want to take the opportunity to thank all those who have been on board as we seek to expand and upgrade our health infrastructure. Our doctors and nurses, our healthcare workers. Although we are not yet where we ought to be, the truth is we are better off under Labour. The Jamaica Labour Party, active and strong, building back healthcare. God bless you. One love, Labour rights. God bless you, Jamaica.
I love my life. I love my life. I love my life.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Christopherton. Give him another big round of applause. Doing an excellent job. Labour rights. In 1938, the Bustamante Industrial Trade Union was formed. Sir William Alexander Bustamante decided that he wanted to build a strong political organization. And it was out of the BITU that gave birth in 1943 to this great Jamaica Labour Party. Let's welcome to conference President General of the largest trade union in the English-speaking Caribbean, Senator Kevin Gill.
Jump around and you know say you're ready. Worky, 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 worky. Watch it now, every pussy come listen me now. What's up?
Show our labour rights. Show it to the working class labour rights. Show it to the working class of Jamaica. You know, today I bring greetings from the Bustamante Industrial Trade Union. And the last time I stood on this platform, a certain comrade criticized me to ask how a trade unionist can stand on the platform of the Jamaica Labour Party. Well, let that comrade understand that there is a strong connection between the Bustamante Industrial Trade Union and the Jamaica Labour Party, and that connection will never be broken. We are a party for the working class. We have stabilized this economy for the working class. We have created the necessary growth for the working class. We have reduced unemployment in the history of Jamaica that no other administration have done. We are the party for the working class in Jamaica.
Work, 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 work. To me, I be work, 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 work. See me, do me, there.
We leave no workers unturned. We carry every worker and we protect every worker. When we raise the minimum wage 2 years in a row to unprecedented amount, we were protecting the working class in Jamaica. We have created more training, more skills, more developed, more certification under the hard trust for the working class in Jamaica, other than the history of this country. We are continuing to prepare the working class for the changes in this country. We are a government that is active and strong. And labor rights, you know, to be a successful government,
we have to depend on our public sector workers. For many years, for many decades, public sector workers, when they get a little increase, it was single digit. Under the Jamaica Labour Party government, for the last 3 years, we have had increases for public sector workers more than 100%. We are the party for the public sector workers in Jamaica.
Let's drink to the hard-working people, and let's drink to the
I want you to understand something, Labourites. We are an active and strong government working for the working class. You know, for many years, workers have contracts, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. They were not secured in their employment. In the public sector, more than 10,000 jobs in permanent was given to public sector workers. Let me use this opportunity to commend Dr. Nigel Clark for the work he has done as Minister of Finance in the public sector. We have more work to be done. The JLP is led by a government led by Dr. Andrew Holness, who is the best Prime Minister in the history of this country. We have to continue to improve in our growth. We have to continue to improve in the economy. I want to say that we're always going to be finding challenges. Today, I want to make a call for our tourism workers that are exposed and they are vulnerable. But we have a Minister of Labor and a Minister of Tourism that is going to respond to the call of all our tourism workers. Labourites, the JLP has long positioned itself as the party for the working class, advocating for policies and initiatives that promote economic empowerment, job creation, improve the standard of living for the working class. We have always strengthened our working class, and we have always promoted a better quality of life for our working class. We will continue to reduce inequalities in income. We will continue to promote education for the working class, and we will continue to ensure that every working class will benefit from our national development. The JLP is that active and strong party. And so, Labourites, there is no need for a change. Don't let anybody come tell you about any change, because some of the people who are asking for change, they will change on you, and so you must not trust them. The power that we have is a power that is invested to benefit our people. It's a power to develop economic growth, a power to promote more social programs and safety net, a power for public investment in infrastructure, a power for tax relief and wage increases. In the history of this country, we have given to the working class on the one hand, and we have never taken anything in terms of taxation to the working class. We will continue to improve the rights of workers. We will continue to promote worker development. We have proven that we are a party for debt reduction, and we have proven that we are a party for fiscal responsibilities. We use our power wisely. But I want to call on conference. Don't be distracted. Don't be dismayed. I want to call on us to continue to promote party unity, because unity and progress will make our nation strong. Show our labor rights.
Oh no, we are the neighbor. Oh yeah. Working for labor. Alright. Me and me labor. Bring them. Working for labor. Cure them. Me and me labor. Working for labor. Oh yes. Me and me labor.
You know, Bustamante is the father of Jamaica. Bustamante championed the cause of the poor and the depressed in this country. And it is through the BITU and the Jamaica Labour Party that has given hope to the future of this country. And we must never forget the wickedness of those who are trying to trick you and to fool you, Laborites. And so, we come to conference today, an important day in the life of this great Jamaica Labour Party. And I want now to bring to the microphone the chairman of the Jamaica Labour Party, the Member of Parliament for St. Mary Western. Let's welcome Bobby Robert Montague.
Right now, man, take you too hot today. I go get solar light in a topping. And him a go upgrade water system in a areas like Hamilton Mountain. But Mr. Montague for leader in a St. Mary Western region. Them regular Bobby Bill rock a besa. But
them should have known St. Mary come from. Should have known me grow back it winter. Should have known say you got hand button.
Yes, prosperity.
Conference chairman, my deputy chair, officers of this party, members of parliament, caretakers, senators, mayors, councillors, bloggers, members of the diplomatic corps, members of the press, other specially invited guests, delegates and supporters of this great party, my fellow Jamaicans who are watching, good howdy. Good howdy to you. We must first of all give God thanks for this journey of 81 years. It has been a good journey because this year celebrates our 80th year as we took government in 1944. I wish to pause to pay tribute and salute all the fallen Laborites since we last met. People like Mr. Lizzie, Jamintel, Miss Norma MacLeod, Councillor Townsend, and the many more Laborites who have been called home. I also want to big up all the past workers who can't work anymore, but their hearts are still with us, and we thank you for your service.
This is for my fallen soldiers. We miss you. I know you can win.
Laborites, let me also big up the councillors and councillor caretakers too. They are the real soldiers in the Jamaica Labour Party. Laborites, in our 80th year, in terms of candidate selection and placement, we are on track with our program. The constituencies have been reviewed, and over the coming weeks, we will be consulting with you, the delegates and supporters. So tell such man from such place that we are in no rush for any election. Dr. Holness will call it when Dr. Holness is ready.
So man a step up, catch up them up to their man up when the star boy walk.
We have things to do, and we are doing them according to our timetable. In St. Mary and elsewhere, we have water projects to finish and road work to start. The people of Masonal and Kidland and other communities across Jamaica are looking out for their water before the end of the year. There are other water projects to be completed, and enough road work are going to start soon. So I say to the people of Mango Valley and other communities, we're ready for you now, but we are sorry for the delay. We apologize to all road users, but Dr. Holness plans for road soon bus, and you will see. But just like how the party is active, the government is active too. Because roads right across Jamaica are bad, but work soon start on them. Water is turning on in every parish. Houses are being built. Houses are being repaired. Educational opportunities are created. Enough jobs are being created. And a whole heap more things are going.
Other things have been done. Other things have been done. Other things have been done.
The people of St. Mary want to thank the Prime Minister for the free zone project at the airport, where hundreds of St. Mary people and others will get work. St. Thomas got their urban center. Portland getting theirs. Is St. Mary term, and more to come in other parishes. This government is active. This government is strong. As usual, conference, St. Mary people will never forgive me if I don't call on the government to make Chief Taki a national hero, because he deserves it. He led the largest and longest war against slavery. He started the Great Resistance. He's an inspiration. Equally, we must today call on the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to ask them to redouble their efforts to have placed before President Joe Biden a request for a pardon for His Excellency Marcus Mosiah Garvey before the end of January. And please remind the President that the Black Star Liner Company was registered in Delaware. Let me also, on your behalf as chairman of the party, congratulate President-elect Trump on his resounding victory. And we must ask that more farm work and hotel work visas be issued, because many people across Jamaica want an opportunity to go on the program, to better their lives and to better the lives of their families. And we must continue the discussions to allow Jamaicans with a clean record to travel to the United States without a visa. This government is active because we want to see you become strong. This government don't give handout. We want to give you an opportunity to improve yourself. Labor rights. In the elections on Friday, we lost 2 municipal seats and we won 2 parliamentary seats. Let me congratulate our candidates for the tremendous job they did in that election. And we look forward in welcoming the 2 members of parliament to parliament.
All them attack, all them attack. You see, all them attack, all them attack.
We want to thank all the MPs, ministers, caretakers, senators, councillors, mayors who went into the different areas to give support to the candidates. The Jamaica Labour Party thanks you for your service. And we say to the people in the 2 municipal divisions, don't be daunted or discouraged. It's not the results we wanted, but it is the results we got. But there are 3 basic lessons that came from those elections. Lesson number 1, we must pay more attention to the poor and vulnerable, to the people's agenda, to cost of living, to roads, to light, water, and housing. Lesson number 2, we must help more people to start small businesses or expand, and we must grow our footprint in the digital economy. And lesson number 3, we must take more care of our party workers. This party, your party, intends to do just that. We are paying more attention now to our party workers, creating more opportunities for them. Our party leader started the scholarship program where the children of party workers can get a scholarship or a grant to continue their education. But we intend to go further.
I'm in your corner, friend. I'm in your corner. Anytime the trouble is on, I'm in your corner.
Our party workers are the foundation of democracy. The soldiers against poverty and the salt of the earth. We thank them and we salute them. People want opportunity, not backwardness. Your party, the Jamaica Labour Party, has heard your cry for help. Help with the daily living, help with the children, help on the farm, help to repair your house. The party leader has heard you too, and that is why recently he said it is time to pivot. We in the Labour Party know that it is time to change course for the next chapter. The party leader has heard you loud and clear, and he will start the change. He has promised to pivot. He has already warned MPs and ministers. He has warned about the arrogance, the stiff-neckedness, the haughtiness. It is the people's agenda and the people's priority is what the next chapter is about. Labor rights, my fellow Jamaicans, I believe the leader. I trust the leader. And I am confident that the leader will pivot. And I want you to believe too. Some people have been asking, why do the Jamaica Labour Party want a third term? We want a third term to complete what we have started. Remember, we lost 3 years because of COVID. So many things could not be done. But even during COVID, this government never laid off not even one government worker. And we granted money to those who were laid off by the private sector. And we assisted many others with the compassionate grant. Let's not forget, a sole Labour Party government active in a poor people's life.
Grab your neighbor, vote for Labour. Tell your neighbor before.
The third term is needed so that the poor and vulnerable can get proper help, so that party workers can help, so that Jamaica can be stronger. The third term is needed so that farmers can get more inputs, so that the taximan, the bus owner, and the driver can expand their business and the vendors can upgrade. The third term is needed so that we can unite as a country and do more to reduce crime and violence. It is a cancer that is costing the country almost 4% of GDP, or about $40 billion. Do you know what we could do with even half of $40 billion to improve the lot and the lives of poor people? The third term is needed to create more opportunities for our youths, create more space for women, especially single mothers, and to create more programs to help the elderly. The third term is needed so we can reform the procurement process, but keep the checks and balances so that government projects can be implemented faster to benefit you, the people of Jamaica. The third term is needed so that more contract workers can be made permanent and more respect can be given to our workers because it is needed. And remember, the Jamaica Labour Party, your party, is the only party that was born out of the union. Other unions were born out of parties. The Labour Party was born out of the union, and that is why we respect our workers so much. The third term is needed so more people can get pipe water, more communities can get light and street lights, more roads and bridges, and more drains can be repaired. The third term is needed so more informal communities can be upgraded and that we can issue more titles and give people who live in them respect and legitimacy. The third term is needed so more people can get a hope house under the other people them build board house with outside toilet, one drop. Andrew Holness built concrete house with inside bathroom. The third term is needed so more people can get an NHT benefit. The third term is needed so your house and your neighbor's house can be repaired. Labor rights, I trust Andrew Holness, and you must trust him too. He has started to move you from poverty to prosperity. You need to allow him to continue what he has started. Remember the 1.5 tax break, the increased part payments, assistance during COVID. Andrew Holness started the social pension program, reduced the debt to GDP ratio from 140% to less than 70%. The lowest unemployment rate in our history, reduction in all major crimes. Andrew Holness needs to finish what he has started for you, and that is to pay attention to your needs. He knows your struggle because he has struggled too. He knows your pain because this little youth from Spanish Town has felt it too. Andrew Holness has made mistakes. He has had challenges and issues. But remember, he's human. He's not perfect. He is human and his blood runs through his vein, but his heart is in the right place. He knows that the third term is needed because it is your turn. The third term is your time. The third term is your term. The third term is loading, and it is loading for you. It is loading for your family. It is loading for your community. The third term is your term. It's your turn. It's your time. Labor rights, one love, shower labor rights. The third term is loading for you.
Labor rights, we're getting ready. But there's a man, the festival song without a sentence in a night 2019. Loaded Eagle, come load it here. A conference on the arrival of party leader next and Prime Minister Andrew Holness who are come.
Labor rights, ring the bell them. Winner, JLP, winner. Labor right, Labor one for Jamaica. We never let Jamaica. Cause we love the Jamaica. And to a big up Jamaica. Labor one for Jamaica. We never let Jamaica. Cause we love the Jamaica. Them call we jam down the iron in the sun. If you want some fun, Labor party we second to none. Boy, give me the jelly water. Walk and not keep back run down. The reggae bass with the drum. We should have carried it as right from the Labor right. Pick up Jamaica. We never want to Jamaica. We never let Jamaica. We just love the Jamaica. And you want to go Jamaica. We never want to Jamaica. We never let Jamaica. We just love the Jamaica. What many party we are done. We little bit, but we strong. You see a boat, big up Shalian. Black gold and green in a Korean. We love the walk up with the arm. Let us see your name and rise strong. Our love never change. We look up shine, we look up the green. And to a big up Jamaica. We never want to Jamaica. We never let Jamaica. Because we love the Jamaica. Yeah, I right, big up Jamaica.
Hell! Hold on.
Yeah,
Hold on. I have to show my respect. Wanna make some nice for all of the hard-working member of parliament. Yes. I'm big up to my MP, Mr. Samuda. I'm my Councillor Diane. I'm my Prime Minister Andrew. Are you ready again?
Labor right.
Who ready? Who am I, sir?
Let's welcome
Up at top.
the Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Anything we say, Andrew. Anything we say, Andrew.
Who are the champion? Who are the big man? Who are the island? Who got the best land? Who are the champion? Who are the big man? Who are the island? Who got the best land? Labor right, we ready now. Labor right, who am I here, sir? Ring the bell, them heavy now. Ring the bell, them ready again? Labor right, we ready now. Labor right, we ready now. Ring the ram, them ready now. Are ready again? The river coming down, no bang to bang, it's coming down. The river coming down, no bang to bang, it's coming down. Labor right coming down, no bang to bang, it's coming down. Brothers coming down, to bang to bang. Ready again? Again. Who was the champion? Who was the big man? Who got the island? Who got the best plan? Who had the champion? Who was the big man? Who run the island? Who got the best plan? Who were ready? Andrew. Who was the big man? Andrew. Who run the island? Andrew. Who got the best plan? Who had the champion? Who was the big man? Who run the island? Who ready again? Andrew. Labor right, we ready now. Next one. Next one. This is my last one. Labor right. Hold on. When you ready now? Run it, don't turn it down. Labor right. Me hear them attack. They say labor right. Me are telling you something. Don't turn it down, run it. When you ready? When you ready? Ring the bell. Them can't run, them can't hide, them can't do nothing. Labor right, go mash them up. Yeah, labor right, go and mash them up. Boy, them can't run, them can't hide, them can't do nothing. Labor right, go and mash them up. Yeah, labor right, go and mash them up. Boy. Road nothing, so we ever go on there. House coming, no, we ever go on there. The development, we ever go on there. Love to the progress, we ever go on there. Ring the bell, them, we ever go on now. Blow the hand, them, we ever go on there. Bust the move, them, we ever go on. Who that? Them a real champion, them can't run, them can't hide, them can't do what to get Andrew. Why mash them up? Yeah, labor right, why mash them up? Why? Them can't run, them can't hide, them can't do what to get labor right. I go mash them up, yeah. Labor right, you go mash them up, yeah. Let me see the two finger, if we vote for labor, get yourself together, make we vote for labor. Remember you, Shara, remember you, Shara, Honorable Santa, Shine forever. Them can't run, them can't. Love for the labor right. Who can ring it back? Labor right, why mash them up? Why?
Labor Rights Conference. Let's welcome party leader, Prime Minister, Dr. Andrew Holness.
Here I come, with love and I can free. The goodness and mercy of life, all the days of my life. Give me no one, no wish to be with no evil man. Forget not the day when you look at me, like the father said, oh, you go through today.
Fighting against conviction, one man against all nations. I didn't put it, no damage, no man, show I became one man against the world. One man against the world. Fighting against men and people, yeah. Fighting against all evil. Oh no. really from? Or who they really are? They might win the battle, but they just won't win the war. But I am one man against the world. Oh, one man against the world. JLP, the victory is mine.
Jamaica, Labor Party. Shout, 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 shout.
Fighting against conviction. Say this a one man against all nation. What? I didn't possess no diamonds, no pearls, so I became one man against the world. Oh, God. One man against the world.
Labor rights, let's welcome officially to conference party leader, Prime Minister, Dr. the Honorable Andrew Michael Holness.
And justice is our everlasting song. Unity and progress will make our nation strong. Stand up for your rights when you hear the bell. Stand up for justice, hear the freedom bell. Remember Bustamante, he served you well. Stand up, Jamaicans, when you hear the bell.
And let's welcome officially also the wife of our Prime Minister, Juliet Holness. And now, conference, it's my pleasure to bring to address you the greatest political leader of the last 50 years, Jamaica's greatest Prime Minister. There is no question about Andrew Holness. Conference, let's welcome party leader, Prime Minister, Dr. Andrew Holness.
Boss for every boss, done for every done. Ever militant, so it and so it and. Humble like column, tell them no confusion. Boss for every boss, done for every done. Let them know see I want, so it and
Labor rights. It took me 8 minutes from the top of the road to get into the national arena. The place full. You have a crowd about 1.5 times the crowd inside here, outside. Somebody or something go stir up Labour Party ants nest.
My Jamaican family locally and in the diaspora watching this broadcast, friends, dignitaries, and observers in the diplomatic corps in attendance, executive members and officers and representatives of the Jamaica Labour Party on the platform. I make special mention of our friends from the Maroon community who are here with us. And you, the faithful Labourites that form the bedrock of the Jamaica Labour Party. I greet you in the name of our eternal Father, who has blessed our land, who has guarded us with his mighty hand, who has been our light through countless hours of trials, and who grants us the wisdom and the strength to lead this nation to peace and prosperity and victory for the third term. We are a young nation, but as a people, we have been in a long struggle to secure our freedom, political independence, which we have done. Today's struggle is about achieving our economic independence. Our national hero, the Right Excellent Marcus Mosiah Garvey, believed in achieving economic independence. He said, Jamaica should become the headquarters of a great industrial, commercial, and cultural movement. We want to be able to employ our own people, to build up our own business, to create wealth for ourselves. We must have a people with a self-reliant economic base. We must build the foundations of our economic system. Marcus Garvey would be proud of what this government has achieved today, fulfilling the vision of economic independence. More Jamaicans are employed now than at any time in our history. Our national debt, which was driven up by the PNP, as high as 146% of GDP, because of FinSAC, high interest rate policy, and loss-making public bodies. The good management of the Jamaica Labour Party administration has cut the debt in half to 74% of GDP. We have a stable exchange rate backed by the highest central bank reserves ever in the history of Jamaica. We have had consistent growth. And when we have been hit by shocks such as pandemic, storms, and hurricanes, we have been able to recover quickly. This speaks to a new quality of the Jamaican economy developed by this administration, which never existed before, and that is resilience, the ability to withstand shocks and difficulties and recover quickly and even more stronger than before, without relying on borrowing or external help. Marcus Garvey would have been proud, very proud of our resilience and self-reliance as a nation and as Jamaicans and Labourites. You can be proud of what your government has achieved. Economic management is a means to an end, ultimately cutting the debt in half, stabilizing the exchange rate, stimulating full employment, must translate into better roads, better housing, better health care, better education, better wages, better garbage collection, improved security, indeed a better quality of life for all Jamaicans. Your government understands this, but your government also understands that you cannot have a sustainably better life without a strong, growing, and resilient economy. However, we would be mistaken to believe that a strong economy by itself will automatically lead to a better quality of life. To get the better quality of life from the good economy, we must be active and strong in pursuing the interests of the people. The people in Troy who were without a bridge for 2 years, the people in Rasta City who waited for their housing development for 5 years. They didn't have to wait because there was no money. We had the revenues from the economy. But what delayed their improved quality of life? What delayed it was bureaucracy, inefficiency. Things just take too long to get done. We have the capital budget, but we don't convert it fast enough into the goods, services, and products that you need. And so today, as we celebrate our good economic performance, we must now create a laser focus on becoming much more efficient. We must remove the roadblocks, the red tape, the bureaucracy, the unnecessary documentation. We must become more efficient in what we are doing. The theme of our conference is active and strong, delivering on the mission of prosperity for all. I want you to know that as my administration moves to the next chapter in our economic independence journey, in ensuring you get the benefit of a good economy, we will be active and strong in cutting red tape and bureaucracy, which holds up and frustrates your prosperity. We are going to be active and strong in removing the legacy requirements and outdated requirements which place a burden on you and increase your cost of living. We will be active and strong in implementing innovative ideas and technologies that increase efficiency and effectiveness in delivering prosperity. We will be active and strong in ensuring that the vulnerable in our society, the poor in our society, those that have been left out, those that feel frustrated, we are going to be active and strong in ensuring that they too can feel a part of the prosperity train of the Jamaica Labour Party.
JLP cares for Jamaica. Come on.
We care about the people of this country. We pay close attention to what is being said about the cost of living. We didn't create this crisis of cost of living, but we are the government, and we take responsibility for steering the ship through difficult and choppy waters. And that is why, Labourites, we have always been the better sailor, the better captain of the ship of Jamaica. Whenever Jamaica faces a crisis, it is the Jamaica Labour Party that is called upon to navigate the difficult times. And we have navigated the difficult times of COVID, of supply chain shocks, of hurricanes and other natural disasters. And we have done it so well that the rest of the world holds up Jamaica as the example of a small country that is doing what is right by its people, ensuring that we are not in debt, ensuring that we have our own resources to stand on our own 2 feet and deal with crises when they occur.
But I'm so solid as a rock, they just can't stop me now.
Under our CARE program, we announced the innovative initiative, first time ever in the history of Jamaica, a reverse income tax credit. Some of you inside here already get it. We will be giving back to persons who are self-employed or who are employed $20,000. And already we have given, when we make the payment coming up this week, 290,000 Jamaicans would have received the benefit of the reverse income tax credit. 290,000 to be specific, 290,912 Jamaicans have received cash back in their hands. When has that ever happened in the history of Jamaica? It has only happened under the Jamaica Labour Party.
Friend them, I agree with it.
And this is to complement the increase in the income tax threshold from 1.5 million to 1.7 million for high income earners. Over 200,000 persons who earn above 1.7 million would benefit from the income tax threshold. We have increased path benefits by 30% in the last budget, and that benefited 236 path beneficiaries. Some of you are inside here, but you imagine 236,000 Jamaicans benefited from that increase. And we did all of this because we understand the impact of food prices, particularly on you. There are a set of persons, however, that we have not fully captured in our Care Give Back program. These persons are not registered on PATH. When we walk in the campaign, we meet some of them. They are not part of our social pension system. They are not part of our NIS system. So they are just there. They're not registered, they're not known. And so they can't take part in the care program that the government is doing. No, I wish to announce that starting in February, we will open applications for persons 18 years or older who are not registered on PATH, not part of the social pension, not captured anywhere or getting any benefit. They will be subject to a needs assessment by the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, and they will get their $20,000 check like everybody else. But this will also ensure that after they register, they remain on our register, that they get identification, that we can place them permanently on PATH or permanently on the social pension or permanently as NIS beneficiaries. We are going to ensure that every single Jamaican that is in need of help and assessed to be so gets the help they need from the government. We care about your electricity. We care that your electricity costs are a significant part of the cost of living that you face. Everybody complains about their electricity bill. Everybody. It is estimated that only 70% of Jamaican households can afford to pay their electricity bills. So you can understand why we have so much throw-up. But the people who throw up, most of them don't want to throw up. What they want is an electricity market, an electricity system that allows them to pay within their economic means. But the system that we have is not designed like that. While we have diversified our fuel sources, built more modern and efficient plants, we have integrated renewables, and by the way, next week, Minister Vaz will announce the winners of the 100 megawatt bid for renewables in Jamaica. In other words, we are increasing significantly renewables on our grid. While we have done all of that, there is still more that can be done to make electricity more affordable to Jamaicans, particularly those Jamaicans who earn minimum wage. Because we care and because we are a capable government. Because one thing to say you care, but you can't do it. We are a caring government. We are a capable government. It's one thing to say you care and you're capable, you still might not do it. So we are a caring, capable, and active government. We are active in our care for the people. We demonstrate the care that we have for our people. And we're not just active in a weak and penke way. No, we are active and strong in demonstrating our care for the people of Jamaica. We are going to transform the fiscal structure of the electricity market in Jamaica to ensure that it aligns with incentives, reduce the cost of onboarding, and increase options to the consumer. Listen to this one carefully. After the next budget, which is in March coming up, the government will reduce GCT on electricity from 15%, which it is now, to 7%.
Shout. JLP.
We will. I tell you, I come here for business. I come here for action and for strong action. We will remove the non-tax threshold and replace this with an incentivized, compatible rebate of GCT for persons who use 200 megawatts or less per month. This will allow the rollout of prepaid electricity purchase, which was implemented many years ago, but has remained only a pilot. You know, many people want to get on the prepaid system, but because it is only a pilot, you can only get it in some places, and sometimes it's not offered. Now, the JPS will be required to roll out prepaid meters nationally, particularly in vulnerable communities.
JLP cares for Jamaica. Come on.
Yes, so prosperity start.
With the simplified GCT arrangement, the JPS will also be required, listen to this one carefully now, to introduce time of day pricing of electricity. You know what that means? Time of day pricing. This means customers can benefit from better rates by arranging how they consume electricity in off-peak hours. So, you know, the peak hours is usually in the evening when everybody come home from work. Electricity high, cost high. But now the JPS can say, all right, if you use most of your electricity in off-peak hours, you pay a lower rate. So you have the option now of economizing how you use electricity. But it is also better for the grid, because right now, in peak time, everybody is using the grid, put stress on the grid. But if you can evenly distribute the use of the grid, it is more economical for everyone. And it also helps with the use of renewables, particularly solar, so you can generate and use at the same time. But we will go one step further. The government will scale up its pilot project of onboarding customers in vulnerable communities through the Community Electrification House Wiring Program, which provides households on the program with electrical outlets, lights and switches, and GEI, that is the General Electrical Inspector certification. This will assist these communities in becoming legal JPS customers. So the Jamaica Labour Party will reduce the cost of becoming a legal JPS customer. We will reduce the tax burden on electricity, and we will improve the efficiency of the electricity sector. We will reduce the cost of living to you that electricity poses, and we will increase our growth prospects by having a more efficient electricity grid, thereby increasing our prospect for growing the economy. This is how an active, strong, and caring government demonstrates its care for the people.
Shout, 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 shout.
But more than that, this is now the beginning of finally addressing this issue of energy poverty, which we see right across Jamaica, that robs the people of their dignity, that they have to steal electricity in order to survive. This government will change that and change that mentality in our land. We will restore the dignity of our people.
JLP!
My Jamaican brothers and sisters, water is life. And we must do everything to ensure every Jamaican can legally access water. Minister Samuda has been doing a good job in getting the water projects off the ground and bringing water to the people. But I know that we can't do it fast enough. I understand the frustration of the lady I met in Northeast Manchester, who told me that she has been carrying water from she's a little girl, and she's 76 now, and she can't carry water anymore. I understand that. And I give her the assurance that we are working as hard as we can, as smart as we can, as efficiently as we can, to bring the water projects to fruition, so that no 70-year-old lady has to walk with water on her head. So we are going to move quickly with the capital projects in water, establishing water connections where none exist before. However, where connections are already established, we can also make it easier for persons to connect. I want you to listen to this one carefully. For persons who have been disconnected from the NWC water supply for debts 2 years or more outstanding, who are pensioners or who are assessed as being in need based on the path beneficiary identification standards, the NWC will write off totally the debt that is owed.
Marching on to victory.
In addition to that, we will waive the reconnection fee. This is aimed at giving relief to those persons who are suffering from weighty bills, particularly those who have had major leaks in their house and they just can't pay. But there is a connection there. There is a pipe that runs past their home, but they just don't have water because of these bills. But it will also help in the transfer of property, because there are many persons who want to transfer property, but bills are owed on the property. They would have to clear it first before they can transfer it. So in a way, this is also increasing economic activity. When we say we're going to get strong and active and clearing away bureaucracy, clearing away unnecessary requirements, clearing away legacy issues, this is an example of what the government can do to make the cost of living easier to you without expending 1 cent more. Just changing the bureaucracy. That is what we mean when we say we're going to pivot. All my ministers have been directed that they must look in their ministries and find these kinds of nuisance and legacy requirements that don't bear any relevance to today, and let us move them away so that the people can get their prosperity much more quickly.
Hold on to what you got. Hold on to what you got. Hold on to what you got.
Now, this amnesty will last for 3 months, and it will start the 2nd of January. We will not only write off the 2-year-old or older debt, but we will waive the reconnection fee, because the objective is to get you back on the system. Now, if you were disconnected for longer than 6 months, we ask you to come in to the NWC and make arrangements for payment. The NWC will discount your debt by 50%.
Shout, 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 shout.
And if there are special cases, as assessed, the discount might be even higher. This is how the government shows in a tangible way that it cares. This is how the government is dealing with the cost of living that you face. But we will go one step further. For persons who are pensioners who have taken part in this amnesty and who are being reconnected, if the reconnection is as a result of a suspected leak, the NWC will provide a leak detection service to ensure that the pensioner does not end up back in the same situation as before.
Sister, we are create waves like the ocean, yeah. When they are better than you, so no the explosion, and we make it commotion.
The NWC will partner with the Heart Trust NSTA to train leak detection specialists to participate in this program. We care about you, my brothers and sisters. This government is a caring government, a capable government, an active government, and a strong government. We hear the complaints about public transportation and the cost of transportation. Sit down, Minister Vaz. When I call your name, you stand up. Public transportation is already heavily subsidized in areas served by the JUTC, particularly school children who are able to access the service, they benefit the most. In rural areas, however, school children, students, do not systematically receive this benefit. So there is an inequity in the distribution of transportation subsidy. The government currently does make some provisions to certain schools to offset the cost of transportation to students. However, the arrangement is not universal or evenly applied. The Jamaica Labour Party government will fix the problem once and for all and ensure that all our students benefit from reduced transportation costs. Minister Vaz, you can stand up now.
Jamaica Labour Party.
Minister Vaz has been directed to deploy 100 new buses that he got earlier this year to urban centers in rural areas. I'm happy to see that a bus route has been established from Kingston to Morant Bay, and that is just the first in many to come. The Montego Bay Urban Transit Company was refleeted with 12 buses, which currently benefit 6,000 students from St. James, Hanover, and Trelawney. By mid-next year, by June, July next year, 100 new buses will be added to the fleet again.
What we do on that day is to vote.
These are the CNG buses, the gas buses, compressed natural gas, that are far more efficient, that reduce the theft of fuel, and are far more economical to operate. And you know who will get the benefit of that saving? You. You. That is the result of active, caring, strong, transformational, thoughtful leadership that the Jamaica Labour Party gives to the people of Jamaica. These buses these new 100 CNG buses will be distributed to urban centers in rural areas. So they will go to the urban townships, the town capitals. So that will help in ensuring that students in these areas get access to subsidized transportation. But secondly, to complement the expansion of the JUTC service, Minister Vaz has been directed and has started to develop a cashless payment system with private PPV operators so that they can carry children. The children will have a card On that card will be the subsidy from the government that they can pay directly to private transport operators. This will further extend the subsidy to rural communities and rural students so that there is equity in the society as it relates to public transportation, and that will significantly impact the cost of living that you face. Again, the vision, action, thoughtfulness of a strong and caring government. Despite many challenges, including natural disasters, travel advisories, and reduction in global airlift capacity, tourism continues to be the industry that lays the golden egg. We must protect the tourism industry and ensure that it continues to grow in a sustainable way. We support the workers of the tourism industry as they seek fair compensation and better work conditions. We will do our part to facilitate negotiations and to ease the cost of living burden on the workers in the tourism industry as we favorably examine the relief of taxes and tips and make a final announcement in the next budget. I have noted the concerns of other stakeholders in the industry, particularly those stakeholders who are in our craft markets and who were badly affected by the fall off in cruise ship visitors. To lighten the burden that they are currently facing, the government will waive fees for all craft vendors in government-owned craft markets for the months of December and January. And we will write off any outstanding fees owed by the craft vendors. This is designed to ease the economic burden on the craft vendors and give them a head start in the winter tourist season that is up and coming now. The craft vendors of St. Anne have been hit the hardest because of the damage to the Oterius cruise ship pier. As such, I have instructed that the waiving of fees for the craft vendors in St. Anne will extend until June of next year when the pier is set to reopen. I also want to announce that next year we will begin the tourism work on new social housing program, where the government of Jamaica, through the Tourism Enhancement Fund and hotel owners and operators, we will partner to build social housing for needy tourism workers.
Shout, 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 shout.
And there is more, but I can't say everything right now. As a matter of great personal concern for me, and you know my love for education, and all of you here either have children in school or are in school or you are related to someone in school. I am very concerned about the re-emergence of prohibitive auxiliary fees. I'm extremely concerned about the re-emergence of prohibitive auxiliary fees. In 2007, this administration initiated what we call tuition-free education, because we believe that every child deserves to access education right up to the highest level. So it really pains my heart as I move around and I hear parents complaining about fees. I understand that the cost that the schools face to provide quality education can be expensive. I understand that. But I want to remind school administrators that non-payment of fees should never prevent a child from accessing education. Under this government, no child will be denied access to education due to financial constraints. We are seeing a concerning increase in the rate of non-attendance at school and non-registration at school. And this is particularly since the passage of the COVID-19 pandemic. It is in all our interests to have all our children in school, regardless of their ability to pay. If you keep poor children out of school by enforcing prohibitive fees, then we are also increasing the likelihood of their children not having the life chance of going to school. In other words, we are perpetuating generational poverty. I have asked the Minister of Education to strengthen, refocus, and re-emphasize the capacity of the Ministry of Education in truancy. Every education officer is effectively a truancy officer, and the law provides for the deputizing of appropriate personnel as truancy officers. I have asked the Minister of Education to establish specific truancy officers in all regions. They must go out after examining their register and see who is not attending, knock on those doors, find those students who are not attending school and bring them back to school. The government stands ready to provide the support for those students. We cannot allow students to be out of school. For this academic year alone, we are spending $7.4 billion for school feeding. This is a massive increase in allocation for the nutrition of our students. We are spending significant resources to get our children in school, and we are committed to spend even more to get the last child who is not in school in school. My Jamaican family, I have so much to say, and I feel like the Bob Marley song. So much things to say right now, we got so much things to say. We got so much things to say. Got so much things to say. They got so much things to say right now. They got so much. But I think I am substantially whetted your appetite. I think you have seen that your government is not only capable of managing the economy well, but our government truly has a heart that cares. We create the cash and we create the care. We are therefore the consummate government. The Jamaican people can see that it is one thing to listen to a bag of mouth and a bag of promise, but nothing that I have said here is a promise. All of what I've said here is happening, about to happen, or will happen shortly.
All them a talk, all them a talk, just all them a talk, all them a talk, all them a talk, up to the wall them a talk, them nobody like me.
Yes, the prosperity start.
Jamaica today is a different place from Jamaica 10 years ago. And I am very pleased to be with you on the journey in transforming Jamaica. Yes, there are still challenges. Yes, there are still hardships. Yes, we see that there are inequities. Things may not be fair. But it depends, my friends, on the perspective you take. If you take the view that the glass is half empty, then you are looking at the bottom. Your head is cast down. But if you take the view, like all labor rights, optimistic, positive, prospecting, that the glass is half full, then you are looking upwards. So I say to all Jamaicans, the Jamaican glass is not half empty. We are filling up that glass very rapidly, and now we are turning our attention to ensure that it overflows for you.
Jamaica love, we wanna feel Jamaica love.
Jamaica is in such a different place that for the first time, a party leader can make a speech to his conference, to his supporters, and only barely mention the other people, the opposition. We are not in a fight with them. They are not in our league. We're not running any race with them. We have too many things to show. We have the achievements. For the first time ever, a government can campaign on what it has achieved. A government can campaign on showing the people what will come, not empty promises, but you can look on the track record of achievement and make a judgment. If you were to ask yourself, who is capable of delivering the future that you want, then it must be the Jamaica Labour Party.
Them no inna my leg, no inna my leg. Them I put a little bit of money, there is no way, and after them I leave.
It comes down to one thing, my friends, one thing. The Jamaica Labour Party always fixes things. The Jamaica Labour Party always builds things. The Jamaica Labour Party deals with now, and it deals with the medium term, and it deals with the long term. The Jamaica Labour Party knows how to steer the economy and at the same time ensure that the people who are on the ship don't die from seasickness, because we know how to properly maneuver the heavy waves and the white squall and challenges that come when you are running a country.
My dream, my dream, my dream, my dream, my dream, my dream.
Good sailors we are. But what it comes down to, my friends, that we must always have in front of us as we consider that a time for decision is near. That whenever the other people have the helm of the ship, they run it aground. They mash it up. They create problems every time, bar none. And that is why, my brothers and sisters, I continue to offer myself. I not only have so much things to say, I still have a lot of things to do. I have given my life to Jamaica. I am yours. Jamaica was never an afterthought for me. I have been in this thing since I was 18 years old. You know that I have your best interest at heart. You know that I am not going to sugarcoat and tell you any lie. I'm going to tell you as it is. And I am telling you that the Jamaica Labour Party has the energy, has the vision and the ideas. We have the people to continue to change Jamaica. It is the Jamaica Labour Party that is changing Jamaica for the better.
Rise to the occasion, look at yourself and say you're strong. You can't stop you. JLP.
I charge each and every one of you here today who came from all over Jamaica, from every nook and cranny, from every corner and crevice, to go back and deliver the message to the people. The Jamaica Labour Party is the best choice for leading Jamaica. The Jamaica Labour Party is ready for the third term, and with your support and your help and God's blessings on us, we will form the government for the third term. God bless you. I love you all. Get home safely.
Let me see you wave your fingers and say, Andrew. Andrew!
For your mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hand. From the moment that I wake till I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God.
Live my rights, wave your fingers.
'Cause all my life you have been faithful.
So faithful.
All my life you have been so.
Andrew Holness and the Labour.
Every breath that I am able,
of the goodness
of God.
If you love and go step forward.
You have led me through the light in darkness. You are close. Know you as a
one hands across the arena.
In the goodness of God.
All my life.
'Cause all my life you have been faithful.
Sing it, Labour rights.
All my life you have been so, so good. Every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing
for the goodness
of God.
You know, Labour rights. When we finish inside here, I invite you to join us outside for the after conference gig, right in front of the arena. We close this section of the conference with the playing of the party anthem. Have a safe journey home. God bless you. Bounce with us outside after. Anthem.
And justice is our everlasting song. Unity and progress will make our nation strong. Stand up for your rights, when you hear the bell. Stand up for justice, hear the freedom bell. Remember what the man said, he served you well. Stand up, Jamaicans, when you hear the bell.
I am a born Jamaican. Out I front.
I'm a born Jamaican, I'm a son of the soil. I love the sea, I love the sun, Lord, I love this land. No matter where I roam, Jamaica is my home. I love the girls, coconut water and white rum. I hear some people say they are going away, but if I even leave, I won't be going away to stay. I'm a born Jamaican, I'm a son of the soil. I love the sea, I love the sun, Lord, I love this land. No matter where I roam, Jamaica is my home. I love the girls, coconut water and white rum.
And if the topic you mentioned the topic.
In this lesson, let us vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. Let us vote for a better Jamaica. We are one out to a victory.
Labor rights. Labor rights. Labor rights.
Why go on Sunday? They said they were them mash up body. You know, hear about the Spark program where the JLP government roll out.
Yeah, man.
At the biggest